Hello everybody. Today we're going to do the gold mission for the Medivac. Looks like we are in the south of France today at Courchevel. We've got the Caravan. We'll just remove the engine covers and the wheel chocks. Got a pitot cover here for us. And let's get in the airplane and fire this thing up.
Hi, Captain. Happy to work with you and Dr. Bonifoy. I've heard about our patient's case. Glad to play my part in today's mission.
Alright, we'll check our flight controls. Looks like my prop control works. And my throttle.
We're ready. Start boarding patient.
Acknowledged, initiating patient transfer.
Okay, we'll go through the checklists. Orient myself here. Okay, fuel selector. Where's the fuel selector? Those aren't it. Oh, yeah, of course, it's the fuel selector is up above. It's a gravity-fed system from the high wing. That makes sense. Okay. Alright, this is a little better. Alright. We'll go through the pre-flight checks. Okay, cabin doors are locked, parking brake is set, all switches, ignition to norm, which is there. Fuel selectors is both. Power is idle. Prop RPM is max. And our mixture is idle cutoff. Battery is on. And avionics is on. There we are. Flaps are up. Alright, we'll turn on our beacon. And fuel pumps. Switch to on. And starter to start. We'll monitor our engine instruments. Looking for N1 to rise. And when into...
Abraham, run your final check while I'm briefing our pilot. We're in charge of Pierre today. French man of 28, out for a wander near Courchevel ski station. Bad wipeout after hitting a bump on the slope. Pierre's father, Philippe, is with us too.
He's still weak, so fly carefully, please.
Alright, we had the N1 reach 12%. I introduced the mixture fuel to introduce fuel into the system. And starters off. Fuel pump is normal. Avionics is on. Navigation lights are on. We are ready to taxi.
Lima Foxtrot, Lima Juliet, traffic Cessna Foxtrot. Golf Hotel, Lima, Quebec is taxiing to runway 4.
So this airport here at Courchevel in the French Alps is a really famous airport, partially because of the approach. The runway has a really steep descent, and it's built on a mountain itself, and you'll see that here when we take off. Brakes work. And we'll run this guy over. May stop slightly before the hold short.
Lima Foxtrot, Lima Juliet, traffic Cessna Foxtrot. Golf Hotel, Lima, Quebec, taking off runway for departure to the south.
Okay, we'll turn to our departure. We'll give us some flaps to take off on this very short runway. So that is not the end of the runway. That's just when the slope starts to descend down the mountain. So I'll taxi slowly up to the end so we can see the runway, so we don't kind of bounce off this slope here. This is a pretty treacherous takeoff and approach. And we're pointed down the runway, so we'll give ourselves full power. I think I struck the tail there. I'll take off. Now we'll climb to 8,600 feet and landing lights come off. So I flew this mission before and we had some problems. It didn't recognize when I passed the waypoints, but it looked like this is fixed now.
Golf Hotel, Lima, Quebec is type Cessna Caravan, 1 mile east of Lima Foxtrot, Tango Delta, Sierra 7,500 feet. Request flight following. Squawk Tree 244 Cessna, Hotel, Lima, Quebec.
Cessna Hotel, Lima, Quebec radar contact, 2 miles east of Lima Foxtrot, Tango Delta Sierra, 8,100 feet, QNH 101 tree.
Roger Cessna, Hotel, Lima, Quebec. Marseille Center Cessna Foxtrot. Golf Hotel, Lima, Quebec, 2 miles northeast of Lima Foxtrot, Tango Delta, Sierra, 8,700 foot. Request IFR to Chambéry, ready to copy.
Cessna Foxtrot, Golf Hotel, Lima, Quebec is cleared at Chambéry Airport as filed. Squawk Tree 244.
Cessna Foxtrot, Golf Hotel, Lima, Quebec, cleared to Chambéry Airport as filed. Squawk Tree 244.
Cessna, Hotel Lima, Quebec, read back correct. Radar contact 9,500 feet, QNH 101 tree. Turn right, heading tree 60, proceed on course climb, and maintain 11,000 feet.
Turn right heading tree 60, resume own navigation climb, and maintain 11,000 foot Cessna, Hotel Lima, Quebec.
So we have our intercept course.
Cessna, Hotel Lima, Quebec, you are tree 5 miles east. Keep speed, not above 170 knots, expect ILS Zulu runway, 18 approach via Calo transition. Cleared to Calo.
Keep speed not above 170 knots, expect ILS Zulu runway, 18 approach via Calo transition. Cleared to Calo Cessna, Hotel Lima, Quebec.
I think 170 knots in a Caravan's pretty optimistic. Alright, we're at our cruise altitude of 11,000 and our speed will slowly climb. So the Calo transition is the fix for a really long approach into Chambéry, and it's
Doctor,
at the end of a lake. You kind of descend down into this valley, and the airport is at the end of the lake. It's a very pretty approach.
Abraham, please examine the patient.
Cessna, Hotel Lima, Quebec, contact Chambéry approach on 121-205. Good day.
121-205 for Cessna, Hotel Lima, Quebec. Chambéry approach Cessna Foxtrot, Golf Hotel Lima, Quebec, 11,000 feet.
Cessna Foxtrot, Golf Hotel Lima, Quebec, Chambéry, approach QNH 101 tree radar contact.
So I'm just confirming that we have the
We're clear, Captain.
ILS set up properly.
Captain, nice job here is okay now. Please keep this cruising altitude.
So we'll do the Calo transition, the ILS for runway 18, and we'll activate that approach. So we're cleared directly to Calo. We'll do a left turn. So it's just getting us back on the outbound direct to Calo.
Doctor, we're in cruise. Okay for you?
Affirmative. Please fly as steady as possible.
Beautiful Swiss or French Alps here.
Abraham, please examine the patient.
On it, doctor.
So we'll just review the ILS chart here. So we need 109.5.
Vitals are stable, doctor.
End of the test for us. We're clear, Captain.
And it looks like our
Captain,
altitude
nice
for the
job
approach
here
is
is
5,000
okay
feet.
now. Please keep this cruising altitude.
Temp stable. RSP rate a bit fast. Let's keep an eye on it.
So I was slightly confused. I have the SATEC radios on top of my Bravo throttle quadrant. In the Caravan, it looks like the active radio is reversed on the on what shows is the active radio on the SATEC. So I was kind of slightly confused on what the active nav radios were, but because the active is the left and the on the radios and the active on this Garmin here is the right, so it just kind of confused me for a little bit. So I verified that.
You're doing great, Pierre. Hardcore.
Take a look outside. Let's see what the French Alps actually look like. Beautiful.
Cessna Hotel Lima, Quebec, contact Marseille Center on 12085. Good day.
Going to 12085 Cessna Hotel Lima, Quebec. Marseille Center Cessna Foxtrot. Golf Hotel Lima, Quebec, 11,000 feet.
Cessna Foxtrot. Golf Hotel, Lima, Quebec, Marseille. Center QNH 101 radar contact. Continue to IB 18Z. Cessna Hotel, Lima, Quebec, contact Chambéry approach on 121-205. Good day.
Go to 121-205 Cessna Hotel Lima, Quebec. Chambéry approach Cessna Foxtrot. Golf Hotel Lima, Quebec, 11,000 feet.
Cessna Foxtrot, Golf Hotel Lima, Quebec, Chambéry, approach QNH 101 radar contact, continue to IB 18Z.
Sorry to bother you. I'm gonna check your eyes with my pen lamp here. Fine. You can close them now if you feel it helps.
Cessna Hotel Lima, Quebec, descend and maintain 6,500 feet.
Descend and maintain 6,500 foot Cessna Hotel Lima, Quebec.
So our fix is on the other side of this cliff here. So we're almost there, and we're gonna slowly make our turn to the left.
Any previous medical conditions for Pierre I should be aware of? I'm just checking to make sure the medical file is up to date.
Perhaps, yes. He's allergic to some antalgic, aspirin in fact.
Good to know. It's already noted in the file. Thanks.
There we go. I was trying to clear some of the clutter off of our GPS here. This makes it a lot more legible for our approach.
Philippe, Pierre is in good hands. We're taking him to the hospital as quickly as possible.
Sorry, I'm just really concerned about him.
Pierre, we're starting our descent. Everything will be okay.
Alright, we'll start our turn to the south. That's the Rhone River in front of us.
Cessna Hotel Lima, Quebec, you are 16 miles north of Chambéry. Contact Chambéry Tower on 118. Tree wind inbound.
Tower on 118. Tree Cessna, Hotel, Lima, Quebec. Chambéry Tower Cessna Foxtrot. Golf Hotel, Lima, Quebec, 15 miles north inbound ILS Zulu runway, 18 approach.
Cessna Foxtrot, Golf Hotel, Lima, Quebec, Chambéry Tower, QNH 101 tree cleared ILS Zulu runway 18 approach.
Cleared ILS Zulu runway, 18 approach Cessna, Hotel, Lima, Quebec.
And we're just about over the Lac du Bourget into Chambéry. That's the airport there at the very tip of the shore to the south. We can see the field already. I'll try to slow us down here to drop our flaps. So we were supposed to capture the glide slope at 5,000. I think we're still a little high, but we'll descend into it. We're looking good at an 80 knot descent. Can probably pitch a little lower for a little lower airspeed. Not that low.
Captain, please adjust your pitch to alleviate the patient's discomfort.
Surprised we haven't intercepted the glide slope yet.
Clear to land runway 18 Cessna, Hotel, Lima, Quebec.
Patient okay for landing, but be quick and smooth. It's serious there.
Philippe, please keep your seatbelt buckled.
So right now we have been in our descent, but we are under the drag curve, so we're pitching for our airspeed of about 70 knots, which is our VX speed, which is usually a good approach speed unless there's another published speed. And then we're using power for altitude. So if we keep it at 70 knots and we are descending too quickly or not enough, we can increase power, and that will decrease our rate of descent, or we can decrease power, which will allow us to sink a little faster. So when you land, I like to add a little bit of power to make sure that we touch down as smoothly as possible, because our descent rate is decreasing. Looks like we have a good glide path though, with 2 red and 2 white on the Pappy. And I see why the glide slope didn't come in. I had the radio frequencies backwards. Like I said before, it's reversed on what is displaying on my SATEC, so I was slightly confused. Looks like we're a little high, so we'll decrease power to capture the glide slope.
500.
And after we land, we're going to move the prop lever all the way back to reverse our prop pitch and slow us down as quickly as possible. Though we don't really need it, this is a plenty long enough runway. But I'll aim for the 1,000-foot markers and see how well we do. So I have a little bit of power in. And we float down the runway a bit because of the ground effect. And I bounced it, but that was overall fairly good.
Cessna Hotel, Lima, Quebec. Turn next taxiway.
We did a real soft touch with the
I know
wheels,
the
and
air.
then
A bumpy landing, but just a short ride in the ambulance before you're at the hospital.
we made it. We didn't kill the patient. That's what counts.
Cessna Hotel, Lima, Quebec. Exit runway when able.
We'll put our flaps up.
Cessna Hotel, Lima, Quebec. Contact ground on 118. Tree.
We have our landing lights off and taxi lights on. We're
118.
configured.
Tree Cessna, Hotel, Lima, Quebec.
And we're at the hold short point.
Chambéry ground Cessna Foxtrot. Golf Hotel, Lima, Quebec, request taxi to parking.
Cessna Foxtrot, Golf Hotel Lima, Quebec taxi to gate Alpha 1 via taxiway Sierra.
Taxiing to gate Alpha 1 using taxiway Sierra Cessna Hotel, Lima, Quebec.
I wonder if it's going to show us an ambulance when we taxi to the parking spot. Bet this is a beautiful place to live. You're looking at the mountains all around us, and everything is like living in a fairy tale, I'm sure. I don't know, I'm partial to France. Looks like a Beechcraft Premier 1 there.
Well done, guys. Smooth and easy. Thanks to you, Pierre will arrive on time for treatment.
Okay, let's shut her down. Look for my shutdown checklists. Right, we'll skip the parking brake. Bleed air off, which was never on. Power idle. Prop RPM feather. Fuel idle cutoff. Lights are off. Fuel is off. We'll turn our avionics off. And battery off. My view is kind of jacked up here. How do I fix that? Okay, mission successful. Alright, we bumped a little bit on the landing. I didn't think it was that bad. We just came in a little too fast and the ground effect got us, which they model now. I don't think they did in 2020, or at least it wasn't as pronounced. Alright, well that will do it. Just wanted to see what our options were. Oh, we got a Medivac mission now. It's 38,000, that's not bad. I don't know how to fly the PC-24 though. Well, we can always learn, right? Okay, well, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.